Okay, Anson Garcia here. I did some slice testing and I want to share this information with you. I know a lot of you guys don't get to put your hands on equipment or get in the field, so hopefully this gives you a little bit of information. So let's get on with it. Here are the two devices that I tested. All right, the Ericsson Cradlepoint E100 and the R980. You can stop this and look at the specs if you want to. Also, for you guys that can't sit through a 30-minute video, I kind of put a summary and give you all the results right up front here. So hopefully I can do that quickly. And if you don't want to watch a whole video of me testing and driving around and all that stuff, you don't have to. All right, here's the test setup. E100 on the left, R980 on the right. Here is the locations that I tested. All right, here's the tower right down here to the lower right. All right, and then the first two tests are kind of right around this area here. I call this the very bad area and then the bad area. So very bad is right here and then bad is right across the street. And then it's about 9,000 feet away. So we're a mile and a half, 1.8, something like that. And then 3,000 feet away, well within, there's slice certified locations all around here. So I'm well within the slice certification, well within the RSRP values that I need to grab the slice. All right, here's the satellite view. Here's the tower again. Here's where I'm testing the first. That's the very bad location. And the bad location, I just go right across the street there, right over here. So you can see all this land is cleared. So I just have a little bit of obstruction here in the very bad location. And then I can see the tower right here 100 feet away from this location. I just drive right over here. We do some testing there. And then we go down over here to a slice certified kind of location down here. All right, here are the results. Tested 3 locations, very bad, bad, and then slice certified. Cradlepoint E100 and 980s, both with slice sims, by the way. And then I show you the testing, everything I did. I'm not hiding anything or anything like that during the video. Again, if you want to watch the whole video. I record the RSRP, RSRQ, SINAR values, speed test, if I'm on SA or NSA. I show you all that stuff right in the Cradlepoint so you can see for yourself. And you can also kind of see, you know, what a field tech would see or somebody out in the field if they're looking for these things. And then if we're on the slice or not. So I show you how to determine that too. And then during this thing, you'll see during the summary here on the next page that there is something wrong with the R980 here. So something is definitely wrong. Here are the results. Location 1 is very bad. Location 2 is bad. And then location 3 is slice certified. Okay, let's go one by one. E100, 210 down, 9 up. Remember, things that are going to suffer, the biggest thing it's going to suffer in slicing or in C-band is the upload. And you can see there, we have 9 megabits of upload, 24 milliseconds of latency. You can see our RSRP is very bad there. RSRQ is bad. SINAR is bad. You know, we want to be up in the 20s, you know, something like that for SINAR. We attached the NSA, okay, the R980, 66 down. You can already see, I was already thinking in my head, wait a minute, what's going on here? You know, 66 down, I have this other guy that's right here, that's 210 down. So you can see something else is going on there. 25 milliseconds of latency, 106. Surprisingly enough, a lot better RSRP. And you saw the picture, I mean, they're right next to each other. RSRQ is negative 15. A lot better SINAR there, NSA. Okay, the bad location. Again, I'm just going across the street here, getting away of some obstructions. Again, you can watch a video if you want to see exactly what I get away from. Okay, E100, 200 down, 34 up. Look at that. I mean, literally, there's just a couple of trees in front of me, difference between location 1 and location 2. So you can see huge difference in upload speeds. Okay, 27 milliseconds of latency, negative 100. You can read these for yourself. You can see SINAR much, much, much better. Why? Because all the scatter and refractions and reflections and the RF from those trees that are in front of me. Again, watch the video if you want to check that out. Okay, we can see SINAR much better here. Look at that. The R980 grabs SA, although 124 down, 16 up. So again, I'm cluing into something is wrong with this R980. Okay, slice certified, location 3. This is when we're, you know, way closer and we're definitely within RSRP. In fact, look at the RSRP. Remember, slice certified, you need negative 78.2 or something like that or better. E100, 205 down. We're really close to that 245, right? We're not there, but we're close. And then this is the big one, right? We're there, 45 up, right? We're at 46. Look at that. The latency is much, much better when we're closer like this. 19 milliseconds. We have RSRP at negative 73, negative 11 for RSRQ, 24. Look at that huge jump in SINAR again, because we're in view and there's no obstructions. There's nothing, bouncing around or anything as far as RF. And then the R980, again, 140. We're definitely getting the uploads, right? We're definitely getting the uploads. RSRP is the same. You can see the other numbers there are about the same as well. And the download, I'm really disappointed, the 140. Now, just so you don't have to watch a whole video, I did swap the SIMs to see if the SIMs were the problem. I swapped the SIMs, and it followed the R980. So those are the results on everything, and hopefully you learned something with the video. Okay, we're going to do a little testing with an E100 and an R980. Both of these have slice SIMs in them. I'm right in front of my house. I just discovered recently that I can grab N77 when I'm out here. Now, it's NSA right now. We're going to go somewhere else and grab SA, and you're going to see the difference as far as speed differences, especially upload speeds and things like that. Now, what's odd is I can move right over there to my carport and I cannot grab N77, but right here I can. Right in my building, not a chance. Right, that's why I have those antennas that you've seen me test before. I can grab N77 from those antennas up there. Now, what's happened recently is, I'll take you right over here. My neighbor sold some property. You see that cleared property over there? The tower is kind of that way. So we're going to do some testing right here at my house, and then we're going to go right across the street, so we'll be in line of sight. Now, this tower is about 1.6 to 1.8 miles away. I'll put it on a map here so you can see it. But we're going to go right across the street, and you'll see we'll grab SA. All right, NSA over here, SA across the street. Let's get to it. I'm going to get you on PC so you can see what I see. Okay, we're on the laptop now, and we have the E100. This E100 has a premium slice SIM in it. And then the R980, you just saw those on top of my car. All right, don't pay any attention to that. I had a VFNS SIM, but I don't now. So let's go test the E100 first. It's this one right here. And we can quickly see right here, I'm an NCM, by the way, you guys not familiar with this. There's 5G NSA. I know right away because it's going to tell me if I'm on SA or NSA right here. All right, so I know I'm on NSA. Let me go here. You can see I'm connected, band N77, but I'm an NSA because obviously I do have an LTE band that I'm connected to. So we're going to go here, roll down here just so you guys can see the MDM number and things like that. If you guys want to go look at, our systems internally and check things out. There it is, okay. Band 66 is my anchor band, and then N77 is my 5G band. My cell ID, there's my MDM. I'm on the 5G A01 internet APN. Okay, let's check out the signal quality. Okay, when you don't see anything here, see there, it doesn't say what band this is. I don't know why Ericsson does that, but this is band 66. This is our anchor band. All right, so we're at 109, not very good. RSRQ 15, decent. SINAR, decent. Okay. Here's RSRP. So now we know, see, it's 5G. So now we know this is N77. Again, I wish they would put the band here, but they don't. So negative 111. So that's, remember, there's a fall off SA RSRP. I think it's like 109, 108. I don't know where it's at. I forget. It's moved a couple of times. Maybe someone can comment on the video and let us know that, but we're definitely not strong enough to be on SA, so we're on NSA. Okay, now I'm going to go show you one more thing let's go. I'm going to go troubleshooting. I'm going to log in remotely. Okay, here we are. Let's get logged in here. Okay, we're going to go to status. We're going to go to internet. We're going to go to connections. This is where we can look at our modem. And we're going to pick the SIM that we have in there in SIM slot 1. And let's go look at a couple things here. All right, there's our RSRP 109. That's again for our N70, excuse me, for our band 66. If it doesn't say 5G explicitly, then we know what that is. There's our 5G, negative 111. All right. And I want you to see 5G connection. You can see active slice 1-8. So even though we're on NSA, we're still on this active slice, is what it tells me here. All right, so we're going to go to troubleshooting. We're going to do a speed test here. Okay, again, NSA, we had I didn't show you, but we had 100 megahertz of N77. And then we have like 15 megahertz of band 66. So look at that, man, some good downloads, right? Just for, I mean, we're like 1.8 miles, 1.6, 1.8 miles from the tower. So it's the upload speed that's going to suffer, right? That's where we really got to be close to the tower. We really have to be on SA. We really got to have some good RSRP numbers for N77 so we can do higher order QAM and all that stuff. Okay, so there you have it. There's our numbers, 210, 891, 24 milliseconds latency. So some pretty good numbers for, and you saw in the video that I have a little green belt in front of my house, and the closer to the obstruction you are, the worse it is. So I'm pretty close. You saw my car's kind of backed up to the front of my property here. And so, I mean, that's pretty good numbers for, so you could actually grab C-band out here. Like I said, I do. I just have to have antennas outside up in the air. All right, let's go over and just see if we have any differences in the R980. All right, we're going to go down here. There's our R980. And look at that. Check that out. SA. So we grabbed SA here. Look at that. That is awesome. Looky there. Okay, we're on. Let's go see the RSRP for this guy. So my E100 grabbed NSA and my R980 grabbed SA. This is awesome. We're going to see the difference in speed here. Hopefully it shows us some difference here. Okay, let me get in here. We're going to look at this here real quick. Let's see where that RSRP was for N77. Oh, we still have an RF band 66. I wonder why it's showing that. That's kind of odd, huh? Oh, it went back to NSA. Did you see that? I wasn't even watching. Wow. Or was it lying to us in the first place? Let's see. Let's go back here. It was lying to us. Okay, see, it says SA. All right, let's go. It's wonky. Okay, let's go to the E100 and just see. Here it is right here. Yep, see, this one says NSA. Well, okay, we'll rack that up to some bugs on NCM, I guess. I don't know. So it was lying to us. It was lying to us that we're on SA. Well, I got excited there for a second. Okay. NSA, it says band N77. I mean, I thought it would say N70, N6 or 66, band 66. Let's go back. Now I'm interested. Now I'm going to take you on a rat hole here. Let's go. Yeah, I guess it's the same, huh? E100, R980. Yeah, it's just lying to us, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this is on NSA. Sorry for getting excited there for a second. Let's go see what we're at. We're probably around the same. Okay, band 66 and 77 for 5G. Here, again, my MDM and things like that. If you guys want to go look at it on our internal systems. 107 is our band 66. And then we'll have our 5G 106. Now, to me, we should grab SA. I think the hop on is like 104, 105, something like that. Anyway, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll put the numbers in the video. Okay, so let's go. We will go just do a speed test real quick. See what we get here. Not as good as numbers. All right, we'll go take a look at, let's see if we got a 100 megahertz channel here, and then we'll look at the E100 too. All right, we are in the local interface here. We're going to go down here. We're going to go to connections. We're going to pick the SIM that we have, and then let's put this away over here so we can see a little bit better. All right, there is our sign RSRP. That's for our anchor band for band 66. We're going to go down. We want to see cellular network here. All right, we're going to go down. There's our 5G. RSRP, okay, -107. And then we want to go see, okay, we got 50 megahertz of band 66, and we should have 100 of N77. Yep. Okay. So I was thinking maybe we grabbed only 60 or something like that. Okay, we'll go look at our 5G connection. We're on slice 1.8. All right, so let's move and see what we get across the street. Okay, there are the towers I was talking about. Let me see if I can zoom in. Okay, that left tower is a T-Mobile and Dish, and the right tower is AT&T and Verizon. Now let me pan over here. Hopefully you can see that top rack on that tower is ours. All right, so here we are. Where was I before? There's my place right there where that flag is and that dumpster is. So I was just on the other side of that fence right here. Okay, so I'm very, very close. I got the same setup. We got the R980 and the E100, R980, E100, right on top there. I can already tell the little lights are, there's one more little light, so I know I got better signal over here. And I know that I grab SA here, so let's see if it proves me wrong today. All right, let's go back to the PC. We are across the street now. Check this out. I just discovered that the E100 is still in NSA and the R980 is in SA. So both of these routers have come up on SAB here before, but maybe we'll have to kick the E100 to make it go to SA. But this will be a great test. If it stays this way, we can see the differences between SA and NSA. Let's see if it stayed that way. Okay, let's go to the E100 here. And it says NSA there. We'll just go verify. Okay, here we are, N77. Let's go look over here. We're going to go down. Yep, band 66 and N77, so we know we're in SA. And let's just go take a look at our SINAR. Let's see if I can move this out of the way. RSRP for for band 6694. We're more interested in this here. RSRP for 5G and 37 is negative 100. Okay, so NSA, let's do a speed test. Now these speed tests, if you're not familiar with them, they're just doing a speed test like using Cradlepoint speed tester. It's doing from the internet to the router. So it's not, my Wi-Fi is not involved or anything like that. So just want to point that out. Let's see what we get here. Okay, look at that. Much better, huh? Better upload too. During the video here, I'm going to put the results on the screen. Hopefully I remember to do that just so you can see the comparison. Okay, 200 by 33, let's call it 34, and pretty good latency in the 20s. Zero jitter. I don't believe that, but we'll take it. But okay, let's just go back and make sure that we stayed on NSA. We did. All right, again, these are slice sims. Let's go to the R980, which was able to switch over to SA. Let's just make sure that it's still there. We know that lies to us. So let's go verify. In 77, we're going to go look over here. Make sure we don't have any LT anchor band. Yep, you see that? N77, N77. That tells you that we're on SA. All right, okay. All right, we'll go look at RSRP for 5G. You can see, there we have no anchor band, so it doesn't say anything on the LTE side of things. Again, I wish they would do something with that. Okay, we got negative 99 here. All right, negative 99. What was it? What was our other one? Let's just go back. I'm just very interested in that. Negative 99. What were you on the E100? For N77. Let's go all the way down. Right. Okay. I mean, almost the same. Negative 100. Maybe differences in antenna positioning, something. Okay. Let's go back. Very interested to see this head to head here. Let's go to troubleshooting. Let's go to speed test. See what we get. What did we get? 238-ish, something like that. Oh no. So it's going to disappoint. Okay, we'll do that again. See, this stuff is just wacky. As soon as you think you have this stuff figured out, you know, it changes on you. Again, it's just RF, you know, you just can't, you don't know what's going on around you. You don't know how many people are connected to the tower or anything like that. It's really kind of frustrating sometimes because you think you know what's going on and then it changes on you and then you question yourself, like, did I really see that? Was it really, you know, this number or whatever? Okay, well, it looks like NSA is winning out to SA in our scenario here. I really don't like how fast that is happening right here. We're going to do one more, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to reboot both these routers and we'll come back, we'll do it again. I would bet that both of them are going to grab SA. We'll see what happens. But at this point, you know, you would think that we get higher order QAM or something like that on the R980 since it's SA. Yeah, you just don't know. Okay, that's it with that. Let me go ahead and reboot these routers. We'll be back. Okay, here we are again. We are back at it. Let's check the E100 first. And it's going to make a liar out of me. You see how I said, as soon as you think you have things figured out, I've connected the SA here multiple times, and this time it doesn't want to. All right, so looks like we're on NSA again. We'll go verify. Let's go over here. Yep. Okay. Now we grabbed band 2 and band N77. Okay, that's the band 2 is another LTE band. That's okay. It steered us to that, so no worries there. We should actually get slower speed if we're doing carrier aggregation on band 2. Okay, let's RSRP negative 93. Band 2 is a lower band, so that's probably why we got better signal there. And then RSRP on 5G is negative 100, about what we were before. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and do our test again. Now the only thing different here is we have a different anchor band. It should be slower since that anchor band carries less. Of course, it's gonna make a liar out of me. Well, of course. Alrighty. You know, I mean, band 66 is faster theoretically, so that's why I said that. But hey, it's like a box of chocolates, like I always say. All right, so yeah, we were kind of getting that before, right? I think we got a little bit better. I think it was 200 by 30 before, so we got a little bit better on E100. It's like outshining the R980. Zero jitter. I don't believe that, but hey, okay, let's see what our R980 gets. I will verify that these sims are the same too. I mean, you saw they're both grabbing the slicer. Okay, and this guy is on SA, unless it's lying to us again. We will see. It says SA here, around 77, okay. Remember to verify, you got to go over here. Yep, look at that. SA, so the R980 grabbed SA. Okay, I showed you this is on the same thing. That was a little worse on the N77, right? Negative 101. The other one was negative 100. There it went even worse. Okay, let's kick this guy and see what happens with our speed test. Now, everything would tell you that this should be faster. Unless something's wrong with the sim or the account or something like that. And when I post this video, I'll post it on the guys that gave me the sims to make sure. And look at that. You know, there's something wrong with this thing. When I post this, I'm going to request that the sims get checked too. And then we'll just go look at them. I'm sorry, this is just a long video. But, okay, we're getting a Houston test site here. So, it's going locally. What else can we check just real quick? Let's just go in. Let's just go in here and remote connect. Again, I'll speed this up. I'll share this with Ericsson as well to see if they have anything to say about it. And you know what, as a last, I hate to spend more time and hate to make this longer, but I'm going to switch to sims and then we'll do speed test again. So we'll come back and do that. But before we do that, I just want to show you everything is legit here. Everything looks okay. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. Okay, signal strength. Anyway, we want to look here. We want to look in 77. We have 60 megahertz this time. I think last time we grabbed 100. So that's one difference. But the speeds were the same. All right. And it's been a while since I've been able to see carrier aggregation. Now let's grab 2 channels. I just can't do it anymore. I don't know if something's changed locally. So there's 1.8. Okay, let me switch sims and we'll be back. Okay, we've swapped sims. So the sim that was in the E100 is now in the R980 and vice versa. So let's check it out. Okay, we'll go to the E100 first. All right. Looky there. Very interesting. It says it's on SA. Is that true? It is true. What's our RSRP? About the same, -101. Okay. Let's give this guy a kick here. And let's start a speed test now. I kind of wait a little while, let everything settle down when I reboot these things. I'm not just getting right back on it. Wow, look at that. The E100 is just, for some reason, outperforming, I guess. I don't know. Very interesting, though. Okay, again, that upload, that was 30 before. So again, we don't know what's going on. We are quite a ways. You know, we're not anywhere close to slice qualified as far as distance, okay? Just so you guys know. All right, let's go and check out the R980 now. See what it tells us. Now, if this thing is slow, we're going to have to rack that up. This is saying SA2, but remember it lied to us before. It says SA there also. Is it true? It is true. Where are we at? 101, about the same. Okay, let's start it up. See what happens. Well, what would you guys say? I would say something's wrong with the R980. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Again, I'm not connected to Wi-Fi or anything like that here. And you see how fast that happens? You know, are we going to the same? We had a Houston test server here. What was the E100 at? The E100 doing the same? These are all internet. They're not connected to MPN or anything like that. So I guess use this for informational purposes for you guys watching this. And we'll share this with Ericsson, obviously, to see, you know, what is going on here. It's definitely the R980 is for some reason a lot slower. You know, I even thought it could have been heat or something like that. It's, you know, fairly warm here. It's already getting fall season here in Texas. And I did get these routed out of the sun. So there you have it. I don't know what else I can tell you, but interesting. Okay, here we are at a slice certified place. There's the same tower right over there. You can see it. That's our rack on top. Clear view, probably about 1,000 feet or something like that. But there are slice certified addresses all around here. All right, let's check it out. Okay, here we go on the R980. You can see what I got there. I will start it again. Then we'll go look at RSRP, at RSRQ, SINAR. This R980 is just not performing. Something is up with it. You can see that here. We should be getting, you know, clear attachment to the slice and everything that goes along with that. We definitely, the upload's looking good here, where it looks like it's regulating it, policing us down to what we should be at, 45. All right, so let's go look real quick over here. I'm going to show you the RSRP that we're clearly within slice territory as far as RSRP. Okay, let's go down. Right, we should be above negative 78.2. We are. All right, let's go look at our E100 now. You can see that this guy is going to perform exactly as we expect. Let's take a look here at our, now it says NSA. Oh, really silly. Okay, it's on NSA. It wants to be on NSA for some reason. That's, where's our 5G? Look, our 5G is definitely within slice and SA capability. I don't know what the deal is, but we will nonetheless go ahead and, I've been here a good 5-10 minutes. So like I said, I let things kind of settle in before doing anything. I did that here too. Started up. And I've already run a speed test, so I know what we're going to get here. We're going to get what we expect to get as far as slice. All right, right at 200. That's what we want. Okay, remember we got that way far away. This is the one that you really got to have the right RSRP values to be able to get that 45 up. All right, so that ends this video, and hopefully you guys learned something.